Thank you for joining us for the final episode of DuckU News for spring 2010. I am Leah Artz.
And I'm Jeremy Cabalona. It's been about a month since the massive BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. Engineers are working on a cleanup effort that is estimated to cost $12.5 billion. There's a creative local effort to help clean up the spill, and it isn't funded by money. Sarah Allen has the story.
As it turns out, there's a renewable natural resource grown in every home that is usually thrown in the trash. That's right. Your hair could help save the environment.
Easy to do. There's nothing that we have to do but sweep up the hair and put it in a bag and send it off.
Gwen McLaughlin, owner of Studio Mantra in downtown Eugene, has been sweeping the hair up off her floor and sending it to oil spills across the country for 2 years.
It makes our clients feel really happy that they're contributing to the wellness of our environment as well.
Studio Mantra is one of a number of salons donating hair to assist with the oil catastrophe in the Gulf. They send it to Matter of Trust, an independent nonprofit organization that collects hair of any length and weaves it into mats or nylon booms.
And so the hair will absorb oil but release water, so it's an excellent way to clean up those spills.
British Petroleum, the party responsible for the spill, made a move toward internationally recycling hair 3 weeks after the disaster. In the meantime, Matter of Trust volunteers have been placing the booms and the mats in the Gulf themselves. According to the company founder, 1 pound of hair can absorb up to a quart of oil in 1 minute.
Yeah, anybody can do it, and I think it'd be a great thing if our salon community would just join together and donate it. It's a huge disaster.
McLaughlin likes to remind us of a saying we've heard all our lives.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
For DuckU News, I'm Sarah Allen.
If you're interested in donating hair for the cleanup effort, you can schedule an appointment at Studio Mantra or ask your salon to get involved.
Many students plan to celebrate the Memorial Day weekend by going on a camping trip. However, many students are not aware of the resources offered through the outdoor program on campus. Membership is free for students, and involvement allows access to events, planned trips, and a large variety of equipment.
We do have a whole line of rental gear, anything from rafts and kayaks to backpacks, tents, anything that they could possibly need.
Students can also sign up for a Memorial Day trip through the outdoor program.
We do have a couple of trips that are posted here. So if people are looking to get in with, per se, another crew, they don't really have their own plans as of yet, you can come here and sign up for one of our trips.
Even if you don't need equipment, students are encouraged to stop by for helpful outdoor tips.
Be safe out there and wear plenty of sunscreen.
The outdoor program is located in the basement of the EMU, and the staff is always ready to help your outdoor adventure get started.
It's May, and yet we still continue to experience quite a bit of rain here in Eugene. U of O architecture professor Kevin Newt and grad student Aaron Weiss have come up with a creative way to put that rain to work. Using a tinted pane of glass that holds a shallow layer of water, the architect's latest design, the light shelf, provides both shelter and a source of light. The light shelf reflects natural light into an attached building, creating an inexpensive and energy-efficient alternative to artificial lighting. Newt and Weiss received $30,000 in grant money for the concept. 3 test shelves have been installed at locations all around Eugene.
The spring 2010 graduation ceremony will take place on June 14th. A new feature will be added called Grad Fest, a celebration hosted by the EMU featuring food, student performances, a craft center, and more. It will begin with an academic parade called Duck Walk at 9 a.m. and follow with the university graduation ceremony. After the grad ceremony, students will attend a special event based on their major. DuckU News would like to congratulate all graduates.
We now take a look at Slavery Still Exists, a university-held event that examined the issue of human trafficking. Deborah Bloom reports.
Last week, UO students took a moment of silence to commemorate the approximately 27 million people who have fallen victim to human trafficking, currently the world's fastest-growing criminal industry.
The gross numbers of people that are being trafficked around the world, well, 27 million young women are being trafficked that's abhorrent, and something needs to be done about that.
The Candlelight Vigil was part of the University of Oregon's 3rd annual Slavery Still Exists campaign, an event that aims to shed light on this disturbing phenomenon through harrowing personal accounts.
I was caged and I was enslaved right here. All it takes is a little bit of fear.
The following event featured a speakers panel, where Colonel Bill Hiller shared his story of losing his 17-year-old daughter to sex trafficking violence.
And told her that when the pain started, if she started to cry, they would kill her. And they did.
High school teacher Jerry Reagan's daughter has been in the sex industry for the past 10 years.
My daughter is testimony to how easily this entrapment can happen, and then all of a sudden you're in the escort business.
And it's an issue that former sex worker Sherry Dooley says hits very close to home.
Portland is 2nd in the nation for human trafficking. Portland, Oregon? Seattle's number 1.
Community organizer Jennifer Gooby told DuckU News that the United States' issue with human trafficking is a matter of perception.
I feel like America doesn't want to talk about it. I think that a lot of people don't want to face the facts that slavery does still exist in our world.
And it's a fact that continues to claim lives every day. I'm Deborah Bloom, DuckU News.
The University of Oregon is home to many student organizations which work towards improving the Eugene community, student life, and the world all around us. All of these groups work to fundraise and put on events. There may even be some groups you haven't heard of who have made a difference this year. The Alpha Omega House put on an event last week called Block Party Under the Bridge. This event provided food, haircuts, and manicures for the homeless. Other student groups, like Students for Sensible Drug Policy, have focused on improving campus life.
Biggest accomplishment of the year was actually just happened last night. The SSDP put on a Let's Talk About Drugs forum. This was just a huge forum to just talk about drugs, talk about drug history, drug policy, drug usage, and it also gave students here an opportunity to ask their own questions.
Students for Global Health have put on events this year to improve health inequalities all around the world.
The biggest event, I'd say, for us in the Eugene community every year is probably the stuff we do surrounding World AIDS Day. With that campaign, we always have a big benefit concert, and this last year we had Sup With You Girl play. And with that benefit concert, we raised $1,962. And the really exciting thing is that all of that money was matched by a larger organization. And so really you can double that. So we were pretty proud of that for this year.
New student organizations are created every year. Here's a list of some diverse groups that you may not know of.
For many students, Memorial Day weekend is a time to relax and de-stress before finals week. Many UO students will venture to Lake Shasta this weekend, and it's important to keep in mind some safety precautions while having fun.
Sometimes it's common sense. You know, be aware of what you're drinking, be aware of who you're around, who you're with.
Remember, drink lots of water, avoid switching boats too often, wear your life jacket at all times, and avoid consuming too much alcohol.
Very often our instructors will just caution students to just be aware, be careful, and come back okay.
That's all for this episode of DuckU News. We'd like to thank you for joining us this term, and we hope to see all of you back in the fall.
And whether you're graduating, taking summer classes, or just taking some time off to relax, have a great summer. I'm Jeremy Cabalona.
And I'm Leah Artz. We'll see you next time.